Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting with second core topic of arithmetic, that is percentages. Till now, if you see back, we have already covered number system and algebra. We are right now doing arithmetic and this is the second topic, percentages. So now what exactly is percentage? If you just break down, per means each, cent is a hundred. Cent means 100. So percentages means per 100. Right? Now, suppose I tell you that in a class of 10 students, one student is only one student has completed his homework. Or in a class of 10 students, only one student has completed his homework. Now, tell me what percentage of students have completed their homework. Now, you will see that the whole class is only 10 students, right? 10 students, and out of that, only one student has completed his homework. Now, to calculate the percentage, if I simply say instead of 10 students, there were 100 students, I multiplied by 10, so I have also have to multiply this side by 10. I hope you are able to understand that one student is there in 10 students, there is one student, in 100 students, there will be 10 students, right? Multiply 10 on both sides. Now, in a class of 100 students, 10 students have done their homework. So, 10 out of every 100, and that is what percent means. So 10%, percent means every 100. So 10 every 100. So 10% of the students in the class have completed their homework. Now, right? This is a basic idea. Now moving on. Percentage means per 100. Per 100. Now, how you calculate the percent? Suppose, as in the last example, I have already told you, how did you calculate the percentage? What did you do? You put the student completed their homework divided by total students in the class multiply by 100. This is the formula for this. Means whatever the percentage you want to calculate, put that number in the top divided by the total number in the class in that group into 100. As I already told you, there was one student in a class of 10 students. So how did I calculate percentage? 1 divided by total 10 multiplied by 100. So if you calculate this, this is a 10%. Right? I hope this is clear. Base percentage. Right? Now, moving on. A person earns, this is an example, person earns 5,000 rupees. So salary of person is 5,000. Now he spent 15. Now the expense column, his expense column, expense means expenditure column looks like this. Grocery he is spending 1500 rupees and fuel he is spending 500 rupees. So this is total is his expenses. How much he is spending on his basic needs. So you calculate he is spending 2000 rupees. So 5000 is the salary. 2000 is spending on fuel and other expenses. Now, what percentage of the total salary he is saving and expenses? First thing, what percentage is expenses? Expenses, the amount of expense divided by total of the salary, that is 5000 multiplied by 100. If you do the calculation here, you will see uh, this is 40%. So 40% of his salary he is spending, or 40% of his salary is expense. Now, what is his saving? So percent saving. Now, if I make a chart, a pie chart. Now I say this is how much he is spending. That is 40% is his spending. What is the saving? This part will be saving, the remaining part. So 40% is spending, 60% is saving. Because the total is 100%. So out of 100%, 40% is spending and 60% is saving. Or you can also check percent saving is 5000 rupees his total salary minus 2000 is total expenses, that this forms the saving divided by 5000 into 100. So you will get a value of 60%. That is what the percentage saving he has. I hope this is clear. The percentage saving, what percentage saving means? Now, moving on. This is, till now we have understood how to calculate the basic percentages, right? Now, moving on. Now, this percent is given to you, 50%. 50% is given to you, right? Now, express this in the form of a fraction. How do we express this in the form of fraction? 50% means per 100. Per means divide sign, 100 means divided by 100. So, this is how you express it in the form of fraction. 50% means 50 divided by 100. So, you can simplify it 1 by 2, right? Now, if I show you this is a block, right? And suppose I put it, this is a block. Now tell me, what does 50% looks like? Means 1 by 2 means there are two bricks or two blocks, out of which 50% is one of that block. 1 of 2, right? So this is what a 50% looks like. Now 37.5%. 37 of 5%, how will you calculate a fraction? 37.5 divided by 100. You can calculate, this will come out to be like 3 by 8. You can do it. So this will come out to be 3 by 8, right? How did we do? 37.5%, 37.5 divided by 100, 3 by 8. Now, how will I show this? In the form of blocks. I make 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. If I have 8 string of 8 blocks, 37.5% represent 3 blocks. So this shaded portion is 37.5%. I hope this is clear. This is how you convert percentage to a fraction. Now, converting fraction to a percentage, 3 by 8 is a fraction given to you. What do? Multiply it by 100 simply. This part you do, you will calculate, you will get 37.5%. This is how we calculate, go from fraction to percentage. I hope this is clear. 4 by 6. 4 by 6, again I was already show you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do 6 blocks, these 4 represent 4 by 6. And if what is the percentage? 4 by 6 multiplied by 100. This will give you 2 by 3. This will give you around 66.6%. Or these 4 blocks represent 66%, 6% of the total. I hope this is clear. Now moving on. Percentage change. Now percentage change means how much the value has changed divided by the initial value into 100. Now looking at the example, suppose GDP of a country, any country, was in 2020, it was $3 billion, right? It was $3 billion. In 1 year, it has grown to $4 billion. From 3 billion, it has grown to $4 billion. Find the percentage growth or percentage change, right? How much has it is changed? It has increased by 1, right? Increased by 1 billion. So, what is the value change? 1 billion divided by initial value. What was the initial value? $3 billion. Not the final value we have to take. We have to take the initial value. 1 by 3 billion into 100. So 1 by 3 into 100 is 33.33%. So the GDP of this country has increased by 33.33%. This is what the GDP growth percentage means. GDP has increased by 33.33%. Now moving on. Ramesh salary is 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees is his salary. So this is, suppose this is 2020, this is 2021. So expenses, I've already told you that he is spending 30% of his salary on expenses. Now due to inflation, he has the same salary, but he is spending 45% of his salary on the same fuel and groceries and all, right? So now tell me how much more money he is spending now, right? How much more money he is spending now. So 30% of 30% was in the 2020, means 30% of 40,000. 30% of 40,000 will be how much? 12,000 rupees. So 12,000 rupees he was spending each month on his basic expenses. Now it has increased to 45%. 45% of 40,000. 45% of 40,000 means how much it is? 45% of 40,000. So it is coming out to be 18,000 rupees. So now in only 1 year, he is spending 18,000 minus 12,000, 6,000 rupees more in each month to get through, or just to buy the basic groceries and the fuel. Right now, this is how you calculate the value of expenses when percentage of that expenses is given to you and the total salary is given to you, right? And we have simply used that formula. As I have already told you, percentage is expenses divided by total salary. Total salary. If you want to calculate expenses, expenses is percentage multiplied by total salary. This is what we have used in this question, right? Now, moving on. See, multiple percentage changes. What does this mean? Suppose a pack of Parle G used to cost 5 rupees. After 1 year, it is now costing, say, suppose 6 rupees. After 1 year, it is now costing 7 rupees. And after next year, it is costing now 10 rupees. So each year, some percentage is changing, right? Each year, some percentage is changing. That is what the multiple percentage changes mean. Now, the price of pen was initially 500 rupees. Now, from going from January to February, it increased by 10%. 10%. Now it will be the new price. Now, from going from Feb to March, it increased by 0%. Now, it will have some new price. Now, from March to April, it increases 20%, and it will have some new price, right? Now, what is the price in each month? In January, it is 500 rupees. February, it will be having new price. March, it will be having new price. April, it will be having new price. Now, what is it in February? Now, January, it is 500, right? Now, how much it has increased? 10%. So, 10% is increase means, if you calculate this, this is 50 rupees increase. So, rupees 50 has increased now. So, 500 plus 550 is 550. Oh, sorry, 500 plus 50. 550 is the new price of this thing, right? Now, 550. Going from 550 to March, 550 to March, 0% has increased. There is no increase in the price. So 550 will remain 550. I hope this is clear. 550 increase 550. Now, from 550, there is increase of 20%. See, there is a way. 550, write it like this. 550, 1 plus 1 plus, what has percent change? 20% divided by 100. This is how you calculate the final value. 550 means initial value. 1 plus the percentage change is equal to final value. So what will be this? If you calculate this, 550 multiply 1.2, that is 660 rupees. So 660 rupees is the value in March. So this is how the this is how the price of a pen has increased from January to April. I hope this is clear. Now moving on. Price of bag was 200. February it has increased. So decrease, I am putting a minus sign, some value. Then it has decreased by 10%, another minus 10%. Now it has decreased by 0%, another value, some value. Now, so as I've already told you, write initial value 1. When it was increasing, I put a plus sign. Now I will put a minus sign, 20 by 100. So if you calculate this, 200. So if you calculate this, 200 multiply by 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. So it will give you 160. So now, since the price has decreased, now the price is 160, going from 200 to 160. I hope this is clear. Now moving on. The initial price was 160. Now the price has decreased by 10%. 160, 1 Now we are putting a minus sign, 10 by 100, which is a percentage change. So you will see this is 160, 160 multiplied by 0.9. So you will see there is 144 is a value. So 144 is a price. Now it has still again decreased from 160 to 140. Now moving on, 144, 1, since it has decreased, minus 0 by 100. So minus 0 by 100, again it will give you 144. So there is no increase or decrease in this month, means 0% increase or decrease. So it will give you the 144. So price has decreased from 200 to 160 to 144, now again 144. I hope this is clear. Now this is the third example. Price is 1000, it has decreased 20%, increased 10%, increased 12.5%. I hope this is clear. Now if I see here, initial value 1 minus 20 by 100 because it is decreasing. So if you calculate this will give you 800. So now after 1 month the price is 800. I hope this is clear. Now then second month the initial value is 800. 1, what is it, plus or minus? Plus, because it is increasing, 10 by 100. So if you do the calculation, 800 into 1.1, so it will give you 880. 880 is the price after 2 months. 880 is the price after 2 months. Now 12.5%. So 880 into 1 plus 12.5 divided by 100, right? 880 into 1 plus 12.5, right? Or if you see, this will come out to be 1 by 8. 1 by 8. So 880 into 9 by 8. So this will give you 990. So from 880 it has gone to 990. And this is the final value of the price the product after subsequent increase and decrease, right? Now see, if you see, this is the same last question. No, this is yeah, this is I hope this is clear. 990, how the subsequent price increase and decrease happen. Now if you go to a market, they do this. The price of toy has increased by 20% in first month, then decreased by 20% in second month. Will it come back to 100? Suppose I start with 1000 rupee toy. It has increased by 20%, decreased by 20%. So in the first look, will it come back to 100 rupee, 1000 rupees after 2 months? We will see. So 1000, it has increased by 20%, some value, decreased by 20%, some value, right? So in the first month it has increased. So 1 plus 20 by 100, so it will give you 1200 rupees. So 1200 is the value after 1 month. Now 1200, 1 minus 20 by 100. So will it come back to the 1000 again? So we'll see. So we'll see that 1200 multiplied by 0.8. So this will be coming to 960. So the final value, instead of being 1000, it is 960. So the price from which has started from 1000, it has gone to 1200. Then after that 1200, why it has happened? Because 20% is decrease of 1200, not 1000. So now the new price is 960 rupees. I hope this is clear. So when when you go to a toy shop and someone tells you, rather buy it at 1000 rupees, or I increase it by 20% and decrease it by 20%, which one will you prefer? As a buyer, I will surely prefer the discount, that okay, you go ahead and increase by 20% and decrease by 20% and give me for the toy for whatever price I get at the end, that is 960 rupees. And that completes our concepts of percentages. As I already told you, after doing 2-3 topics, I will make a total compilation where I will be doing previous year question from algebra, from percentages, averages, profit and loss, in a single video. Until then, keep practicing, and you can download this PDF from the Telegram channel, right? And best of luck, guys, for your preparation.